Alright, so for the Ghostrick Darkness deck, there's double Darkness Necrofear, 1 Gords, double Vanity's Fiend, triple Caius, 1 Dark Dust Spirit, 1 Spirit, I don't know how to say his name. Triple Jingishi, double Ghostrick Frost, triple Lantern, triple Spectre, triple the level 1 Spirit Monster, Ghostrick Mary, Allure of Darkness, Dark Hole, triple Recurring Nightmare. This card is amazing. I've had so many people argue with me about using 3 of them. Trust me, 3 is the way to go. Triple Pot of Duality. I just have 1 of each of the good discard cards. You could probably just change them out for anything, but this deck has so much hand advantage that you really just need a way to get cards in the grave sometimes. So Regeki Break, Phoenix Windblast, and Karma Cut instead of Mystical Space Typhoon, which kind of sucks sometimes, but I just seriously can't fit it in there. Actually, I could just take out a Fiendish Chain in one of these and fit in 2. And then Call the Haunted. I forgot why I put Call the Haunted in here. For the extra deck, the only cards that matter are Ghostrick Duellahan. The other ones don't really. Because Duellahan, his effect goes off. He has 3 effects. All 3 of them are pretty good. First one, his attack goes up by 200 for every Ghostrick card. He has a spell speed 2, another effect where you can detach one of his XYZ materials to have the attack of 1 monster on the field. And his last effect is when he's sent to the graveyard, you can target a Ghostrick monster in your graveyard and add it to your hand. And so that you can recycle Jingishi usually with that, or Spectre, or Lantern, or Frost, whichever one you want. Usually it's Jingishi if you still have these guys in your deck. And his effect goes off even if he's tributed, so you can just have him out and tribute him on your next turn and add a Ghostrick back to your hand. This card is so super good. But the main point of this deck is using this guy. I don't think I've ever really gotten about that much. Maybe like once or twice, because I just simply never drew into him. But basically you just need to have a Fiend type monster face up on the field. Gords is Fiend, this guy's a Fiend, Caius is a Fiend. You can't really use it with this guy though, because you can't special summon when he's out. This guy right here though is awesome. Your opponent will go out of their way to destroy him, and he's a Dark Fiend type. But yeah, Darkness Necrofear, send one of your Fiends from your... It's like almost all the Ghostricks are Fiend, except for Jingishi. All the level 1 ones are all Fiend type monsters. One of these guys from your hand and one from the field to the grave to special summon this card, but only when your opponent attacks. And so he's pretty much like a super powered Ghostrick monster that's special summoned by sending a Fiend from your hand and Fiend from the field to the grave. And once returned, you can return all your trap cards from your field to your hand. That's why there's Call the Haunted and Fiendish Chain. But I never really actually brought him out enough to actually use that effect. But that's why I have Fiendish Chain in here over Effect Viewer or Breakthrough Skill. And why there's a single Call the Haunted when really the only good target for it is Gorts or maybe Caius, because you can't special summon this guy. And this guy is for bringing out Duellahan, because you can bring out Duellahan by himself, and then you go +1 with this guy after you special summon with him. And he's kind of hard to kill too, because you can have the attack of your opponent's monsters during your opponent's turn. So Duellahan is awesome. This deck is actually pretty good, but there's probably ways to make it better. I have these 2 cards down here. Maxi, if you want to take out these 3 cards if you don't want them, or if you don't want to use Fiendish Chain. Mystical Space Typhoon on DevPro mainly, because you go against literally like anything. It really sucks when they have like a skill drain out, and skill drain screws this deck over. So you want to have Mystical Space Typhoon for that. But I didn't really need it with Regeki Break and Phoenix Windblast. And I didn't really run into it that often. Plus this card's pretty good for destroying a bunch of face down cards.